Sunday is election day in the Dominican Republic, and the calm setting of this tourist Caribbean island might be telling of what's to come. President Luis Abinader is up for re-election against 8 rivals, but most say it is a sure win. Only 2 other candidates poll in the double digits: former President Leonel Fernández and former Santiago Mayor Abel Martinez.
If you look at the political spectrum, the 3 leading forces don't have any ideological variation in their discourse. You can probably pinpoint some difference in their programs because they are written by technical people, but their discourse is the same. It is very conservative.
Abinader must get more than 50% of the vote to avoid a second round, something that polls show and analysts say can be easy, as Abinader ranks among the most popular presidents in the world. But Abinader's popularity doesn't mean there aren't concerns and issues to be addressed. When Abinader ran in 2020, the former tourism and construction magnate was the anti-corruption crusader who promised to bring about change. The Dominican Liberation Party had led the country for nearly 2 decades before Abinader's win in 2020.
Unlike 2020, when the elections were about getting out a party and getting in another party, the 2024 elections are about consolidating the power of the PRM. And the PRM now will have more challenges because the first period, they were new, there was the pandemic, there were other issues that were affecting the possibility of governing. Now, the situation is better. There is not a pandemic anymore so far. And also they've governed for years, so they have gained experience. And if they get the mandate, the electoral mandate that they are likely to get, then they will have all the possibilities to do whatever they decide to do.
The top issues for voters are the economy and rising street crime. Abinader has promised reforms for the national police, health sector, and education.
We're going to continue being an economy with a sustained growth, as in the last 50 years, but very unequal. That has been a characteristic of the Dominican economy. Our economy expands continually, but it is still an unequal society with a health system that excludes people from receiving quality health care and a very poor quality education system.
If the other 2 candidates, Fernández or Martinez, take a surprising number of votes this weekend, the elections would go to a runoff on June 30th. Michelle Vega, CGTN, Santo Domingo.